Good evening, welcome. It's that time. You know what time it is? It's Nomex time. Here we go. Everyone's already. Lobby's quite full. Been. I was a little bit late starting the stream, but not so late that qualifying's already started. We are ready to go. Feature race tonight from Spain, but we've also got a double feature. We have a bit of the old sprint race. So we're going to have a double qualifying, which is always good. And yeah, we'll see. See how we get on tonight. I think we have a full 20 in the lobby too, so that's going to be really good. Always good to see. While we're here, we can catch up with the standings, and as we see, Tim at the top. He has four race wins this season, looking pretty dominant. Paddy in second, with King 5 Panda in third. Reese fourth, Lewis fifth, Gagley sixth. So the Red Bulls and the Aston Martins there. Both drivers in the top six. 6 races to go, of course. Actually, that is after round 6. We haven't had another standing yet. That has not been updated. But yeah, we're looking good tonight. It's looking to be a good race. It is Spain. We could see a bit of rain. You never know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, well, should be a good one. Turn my volume down slightly so I don't deafen myself with engine noises. Get that Gagley ready. Fitz ready. No messing. They want to get going straight away. Hang on for anyone else coming in. It is time though. Sure, everyone gets a couple of minutes just to just to get into the lobby. Have a run through who's racing tonight. We've got a fake Scouser in Aston Martin. Hey, calm down. Hey, what you doing? Get out my car. That's my really bad Scouse accent for you. And yeah, just waiting on the last couple to get in, and then we'll be ready to go. I've been looking forward to this race all week. Last week, a bit of a controversial one, to be honest. Not the greatest race at Jeddah due to the incidents under safety car, and those last 5-6 laps were a little bit out of place, you might say, for this league. But we'll see if we're seeing a few improvements tonight. Hopefully, not too many incidents under the safety car. That wouldn't be good to see. We don't want to see that. You know, we want to see clean racing. And say it's not really what you get in this league. Normally very clean. Just one of those last week. I think everybody's was a little bit got a little bit hot-headed towards the end. $18 in now. We're waiting for two more. 19 now. Yeah, we can't really start sprint qualifying. It's not the longest qualifying session, so got to wait for everyone to get in. If this were a normal qualifying session, an 18-minute, which we will get after sprint qualifying, by the way. Yeah, if this was a normal 18-minute qualifying session, then possibly you could go in and wait, but not right now. Not for the sprint. Spain, quite a quick lap time, so chance to get at least a couple of runs in during sprint quali. Of course, you do have to think about your tyres and saving sets maybe for the sprint race and qualifying for the main race. So we're going to have to look at that and see strategically how people are going to do it. Last time there was a sprint race, a couple of drivers, well, more than a couple, I think maybe 4 or 5 drivers qualified on medium tyres just to save an extra set of softs. So we could see that coming into play tonight. We'll have to keep an eye out. We've actually lost somebody from the lobby. As I say, just waiting now on everybody to get ready. Quick drink before we get underway. We're now 5 minutes late. Call it we can call this a weather delay, shall we? A bit like Brazil. But we're still waiting. There's 7 minutes past the time here. Probably somebody having trouble connecting to the lobby, but we'll hopefully get underway soon. We won't have to wait too much longer. I know everyone's rearing to go to see the race. As I say, I know I am. Here we are then, everybody readying up, ready for the sprint qualifying, which of course, 2 qualifying sessions tonight, and we get a bonus sprint race. The sprint race is always very very special because it's high pressure. 11 laps, you can't afford to make a mistake. Could end your race, and you definitely don't need damage. You don't want to be pitting in at any time during a sprint race. That's not good for you in terms of scoring points. Here we are then. We're just going into qualifying. Everyone will be looking at their setups and getting their vehicles ready for this session. Of course, for the actual race qualifying, they can redo they don't have to run the same setup as in the short sprint qualifying or the sprint race. It lets you kind of reset, and if you've got things slightly wrong, then you can go again. So 20 seconds now, probably less when everybody's loaded in. Just waiting on King Panda and Fitz. There we go. So looks like a dry qualifying so far, which is good. And there you see in the bottom right hand corner there's the circuit with the changes at the end of sector 3. No awkward chicanes anymore. It's just a straight run down from the second to last corner. You can either shift down and stay full throttle around that last corner, or you can slightly lift off if you want. You're probably better off staying full throttle. Out comes Chappie. I think we've got a Williams out of here. Yeah, Fitz is out, and yeah, it's a nice circuit. I'm a fan of the Spanish circuit. You have to run quite high downforce as well, even though it's a lot of sweeping corners, but you do need that grip. And tyre degradation's fairly high here in Spain. Evening, Josh. Hope you're well. Josh, of course, our resident McLaren driver. So let's get on board then with this Williams, about to start the first flying lap of the day. I'd say low to medium possibilities of a lap invalidation. Quite forgiving around here. So start finish straight, very long straight, very long run down to turn 1, 2 to avoid the traffic there. Loads of DRS. It's difficult to gap someone around here. You see turn 1 and 2, this came into a long right-hander, turn 3. end of sector 1. We've got the long hairpin. Into the left-hander down the hill. We've got a bit of an awkward section here. I've seen people overcook this and spin out. Back up the hill. Slight adjustment on the steering there, just keep car under control. Nice to the right-hander. DRS activated once again towards the end of sector 2. That's why being where the DRS zones are makes it very, very difficult to gap somebody by a second in a lap. Into sector 3, long right-hander again. That's why you need that downforce. And then into the second to last and last corners. And back down the start-finish straight. So there's your lap. Let's see what Fitz can put in here. It's going to be a 112.7. Anybody, Reese is on the medium tyre, starting a fast lap. Pastuzo with a 114.2, so a 112.7 holding at the minute. We've got a 114.6 from Chappie, Shane with a 115.6. I expect this lap from Reese to be up there as one of the faster laps. Little lock up there though. As I mentioned, Reese on the medium tyres. I did say that we could see that as a viable strategy. Taffy puts in a 114.9. That from Fitz looking very quick right now. Ooh, a big adjustment there. Time lost for Reese probably. A lot of traffic at the minute. King Panda with a 112.9. It's a good lap. Shadow Perp with a 113.8 as well. Oh, just ran wide there. Reese. Fitz has put in a 112.6. So a good lap there. Tim is out towards the end of sector 2 on the mediums. He's just about getting out of his way there. Our current world champion, so have to keep an eye out on him. Gagli on a fast lap 2, just behind him. So 113.2 from Tim on the medium tyres, of course. As we see Gagli about to cross the start finish line, and he's going to go with a 112.7, good enough for second place. Again on the medium tyres. There's Paddy on the mediums, running well again this season. Our people's champion. Lots and lots of times come in, as you can see on the left hand side there, on the telemetry screen. Fishy Proper with 117.8, 117.6 for Josh as well. Ace with a 114.9, Taffy with a 114.9, and Paddy with a 113.5. That's currently good enough for 5th position, again on the medium tyre. There's Welsh Benjamin on the mediums in sector 1 too, so we can have another good look at the track. As I mentioned before, I am a fan of this circuit. It's one of my favourites on the calendar, especially since the removal of that just finicky, ooh, big snap there, almost lost control. That finicky, horrible end of the lap. As you came to sector 3, even more times coming in right now, but nothing challenging the current pole sitting time, although Josh has put in a really good time now, 113.1. That's very nice, I have to say. Currently running 4th position. Oh, again, massive snap of oversteer. This is going to compromise Benjamin's lap big time. Might even pull out here of the fast lap. We'll see. No, he's going to take it around. It's going to be a 114.8, so puts those mistakes out, got a big chance. Let's go to on board with Bucko, who I believe is good. No, he's slowed down, so anyone else looking to put a fast lap in? I think King Panda, no, he's going to be on an in lap, so not many out at the minute. Craig is currently starting his first fast lap of the session, already down to less than 5 minutes left. So going to be pressed for time. I think you'll see some of the heavy hitters moving it as late as possible, getting that lap in. Ooh. On the grass a little bit there is Craig. Obviously going to cost time, but not too bad. Again, just a slight touch on the grass. Really pushing this to the limit. Nicely controlled there. Got yellow flags out, got cars going side by side. You've got to be careful here. These cars in front, they might be on fast lap, so. No, that's alright. They've got nicely out of the way. I have to still be careful taking too much curb there. Could see a spin or two. And that's going to be a 113.9, which is not bad at all from Craig. King Panda is finished for the session. Nice one on a fast lap. Let's get down and see what he's all about right now. And Paddy's on a fast lap too, so keep an eye out on that. It's going to be a good time to look at. Nice one on the soft tyres. Obviously the quicker tyre, but that's a 113.1 up into 5th position. Takes Paddy by 1,000. Yeah, the soft tyres will be quicker, but you have to be careful here with tyre management. Shadow Perp, currently running 8th, has had enough, said that's good for me. This is sprint qualifying, don't want to overdo it, use too many sets of tyres, which I can understand. Paddy coming up to the second to last corner, looking pretty good. No, he's actually decided he's not happy with that. Probably got just about enough time to get in and out again if he wanted to. We've got the fake Scouser on a fast lap. Hey. Reese on an outlap, yeah. Oh, there's a Williams just about keeping it under control there. Bit of an incident there. Let's see what the old fake Scouse can put in. What sort of time? Gagley and Josh coming back out. Tim still in the pits. Lots of times coming in. We could see a lot of changes to this lineup here. Tim now out. Fishy Flopper. After that kind of disastrous first run. 113.7 now, looking pretty good. Just starting his fast lap. See what the fake Scouser can do. That is a 112.8. That's a really quick lap from the Aston Martin driver there into 4th position. Fishy Flopper's not long started his fast lap. Looks to be taking it a bit steady though. I think looks like he's recharging for another go. Definitely got time to get round. 50 seconds left in the session, letting the cars through. Tim almost ready to start his fast lap. Hopefully he's not invalidated his fast lap too. And Pastuzo has been disqualified from the session there. Parked in a dangerous location. Might have had a bit of an incident. Reese still doesn't have a time. I think he's coming to the second to last corner now. Keeping an eye out on the left. Maybe he's leaving this as late as possible. It's a big risk. One of our faster drivers, Reese. There's Gagley with a 112.2. That's really put a big marker down. That's provisional pole. We've got Tim, of course, here on the soft tyre. Looking to gain some places here. I don't think he'd be overly happy with 8th. That's the fastest sector 2. Josh with a 1:12.225 provisional pole. Here come the times thick and fast. Let's see what Tim is going to do. It's going to be a 1:12.1. That is going to be pole as far as I can tell there. Unless Gagley's got another lap in him. Oh, and that's Chappie deciding he didn't want his wing. Gagley is finished. I think Ace will be about done as well, yeah. So there you go, that's going to be the grid. Unless Reese can put this lap in, and he has. He's managed to put it on 7th position on the grid. Not too bad, a lot of pressure on there again, but our pole sitter for the sprint race is going to be Tim. We're going to have Josh on the front row, Gagley right behind Tim in 3rd position with Fitz in 4th. King Panda in 5th, those Red Bulls again looking very strong. And there's second Aston Martin, our own fake Scouser. It'll be Reese and Ice one in 7th and 8th. On the 5th row of the grid we're going to have Paddy here, quite far down really. And Welsh Benjamin, followed by Chappie and Shadow Perp, Fishy Flopper, Taffy, Craig Bucko, Ace, Giothanos, and then on the back row of the grid we've got Shane and Pastuzo, who was disqualified, incredibly. So that is the full grid. Might see a bit of carnage into turn 1 and 2 here. It wouldn't surprise me. Just with 20 cars going in there. Could be a little bit tight for some of the drivers. Let's hope not to have too many incidents. And you can see the final standings in qualifying. Fake Scouse there with a great lap on the mediums as well. That's really impressive. Waiting on everybody to get ready for the sprint race. And yeah, there's a formation lap already. No messing about. We were just a bit late there. Let's have a look at the tyres then. Oh, so we've got Fake Scouser on the soft. Nice one on the softs. We've got 3 down at the bottom there. Bucko, Ace and Giothanos all on the softs. I'm not sure that they're going to last 11 laps. That would be quite impressive if they can make these softs last all 11 laps. We'll have to wait and see about that. Get the penalties on the old screen on the left. a sprint race. 11 quick laps it's going to be. And weather looks pretty decent. I don't foresee any rain, at least for the sprint race. Could see, you know, the main race we don't know yet. We could see some sort of weather incidents in the main race, but we'll see. As I say, we'll see what the feature race holds when we get there. Right now we've got a sprint. We've got a sprint weight race to concentrate on. I'm looking forward to. Here we go then, and we are underway for the sprint race. Everyone trying to get off. Oh, and there's a Williams already facing the wrong way. That's Giathanos, one of the soft runners. And yeah, Gagli trying to make a move here. He's been disqualified as well, Giathanos. He's out. And no safety car by the looks of things. See if everybody gets through nice and easy there. We've got cars side by side. This is Josh from Fake Scouser. Of course, a zero stop strategy unless you get damage that is really unraceable. Ice one into 9th position. Yeah, oh, look at that. We've got 2-3 wide. Back up to the top. Gagli chasing down Tim. Up in 2nd position. Fake Scouser now up. Oh, and that's Fitz with an incident there. Just ghosted for a minute just so he wouldn't take other cars out. So Fitz down in 11th. That's not great. Shadow Perp taking advantage up into 9th position. It's going to be Red Bull from Aston Martin. And King Panda in the other Red Bull. Oh, we've got an RB there. Was about 13 miles off the track. Tim with the fast lap, of course. First one round. You see, again, 2 wide. DRS is enabled this lap, by the way, so we can keep within that DRS zone. Looking good. Paddy in 5th. Reese in 6th. Some decent starts here. Pastuzo up into 13th. Gagli right on the back of Tim, though. These two. You always expect a close fought battle between these. Last week, Gagli's dominance showed as absolutely spectacular. Hopefully we don't see time penalties play such a big part this week. There we go, DRS enabled. Gagli's going to have a look. That's 3 seconds for Ace. I just, commentator's curse there. It's top 4 now with gapped Paddy. Paddy's going to have to get a move on just to get some DRS, otherwise he's going to be under pressure from both Reese and Panda, and even Ice One within DRS range. Gagli running a little bit wide there. And the Fake Scousers there on those soft tyres, looking to make a double pass into 1st position. He's going to hold in 2nd though. And he's going to get in front of Tim, at least temporarily. Yeah, side by side here. Tim going round the outside. 2 Trailer Park Girls. And Gagli doing a good job of trying to slow him down there. Gagli flashing. Looks like he's blasted through his ERS to get through there. But, Fake Scouser couldn't make that stick. Although this top 4 still pulling away from the rest of the pack. Got another 4 there in DRS behind Paddy. We've got a couple of gaps there. Another DRS train. This one's more of a set your car up DRS zone. It's going to be tough for Gagli to break that DRS of Tim. Of course, it is Tim behind him. You know, he's going to be on it. no pit stops either, so the strategy is just make the tyres last and also keep it going as quick as you can. Tim having a look, he's going to hang back though, he's not quite close enough. If we look a little bit further down the pack, we've got some action here. Look, we've got a three-way battle. Williams side by side there. That's Welsh Benjamin with Shadow Perp, who manages to easy for me to say, he manages to hold off his rival. And we've got caution in sector 1. Not sure who that is right now. You see the Shainan in the Sauber and the RB of Bucco not having the best of times. He's going to be lapped soon. Not a great start. Back up to the top then as we ride on board with Josh as Pastuzo gets a 3-second penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Now about 1.4 seconds to gap between this top 4 and the rest. Just needs to just get slightly closer, although he's probably comfortable where he is. But if he's going to make a pass at any time, needs to get a little bit closer. Fitz putting in another fast lap. King Panda's going through on Reese. They're side by side. Nothing doing at the front. You see King Panda here. Gonna have a move on there inside. Gagley's about to take first position, not quite. Has to drop back, which leaves Fake Scouser not wanting to get too close to his teammate at this stage. Doing a good job for the team. It'll be big points for the Aston Martins. Already see those mediums just starting to slide slightly. Fake Scouser doing a great job on those soft tyres. I don't imagine they're going to go for much longer. Josh is looking pretty good for a podium at least here, if he can just stay where he is. I think those soft tyres will fall off. It's 11 laps is a long way to take a set of softs, and it's pretty risky. Considering he's got qualifying and the race to come. You see behind, we've got some action going on here. 3 wide as King Panda goes through on Reese, looking to slot in just behind Fitz. That'll explain what happened with Bucco. He's had a connection issue there. Chappie going through into 9th position. Back up to the top then. You see Fake Scouser just dropping about a half second back. Giving Josh an opportunity. It's going to be difficult because of both cars directly in front of him are going to have DRS. Paddy's managed to close the gap too. He's now within DRS range and has gapped those behind him. So if Paddy can just sneak up a little bit here, get close, and the gap's down to less than 9/10. But that's all he's got to do. Keep it within a second, and he will get that. He will definitely keep closing the gap into DRS. So far though, Gagley and Tim have switched positions a few times, and Bucco's retired from the session. Don't think he's in the pits either, so hopefully no safety car. As Fake Scouser now goes through on Tim. Going to try and hold him up a little bit here for the team. Paddy right on the back now. He's got that gap down. Gagley goes through. Tim goes through. And now it's all hotting up. We're on lap 7 of 11. And everything happening at the front here. As we drop back down one more to Paddy, who's on the back of this pack now. Looking pretty good. He's got good momentum. That's a really good exit. Great traction. Reese with a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Not going to affect him at the minute. He's almost 6 seconds in front of the guy behind him. Just make it difficult if he overtakes King Panda to gap him though, to keep the position. You see Paddy up into 4th now. Josh down into 5th. We're going to stick on board with our main man here, the People's Champ, Paddy. As Tim goes through, you can see there just a bit further along. Jump up to Fake Scout, who's got a great view actually of this. Still just under 4 racing laps to go, and those soft tyres are going to be screaming at the minute. He's doing really well so far, and 4 more laps. It's going to be a long 4 laps for that soft compound tyre, that's for sure. Let's see what this front 2 can do. We're going to see Gagley try and put pressure on into the first DRS sector. Just closing the gap, as I said before. That's it's very much a set yourself up for the second DRS zone. So decent exit. Josh has just dropped back a bit. He's probably just about going to get DRS, but he has dropped back. As Ice One gets 3 seconds now for multiple warnings. Gagley right on the back of Tim here. He's trying his best. Paddy closing the gap. He's going to have a chance of passing Fake Scouser here. He keeps having a look. Reese with another 3 seconds. That's for corner cutting. So a little bit naughty. As we see Paddy side by side. Oh, and Paddy with a massive snap of oversteer there. Done exceptionally well not to end his own race and anyone others. King Panda up into 6th position. We've got caution in sector 2. I think that might be Chappie in the Alpine. Apologies to Chappie if I'm wrong. Or it might be Fitz actually. I think it is actually Fitz. Just a little incident. And we're about to start the penultimate lap of the race. Try not to get the finish wrong like I did last week. I got a bit overexcited and called it a lap too early. There we go then. Caution in sector 3. Yeah, that's Fitz struggling. So Tim and Fake Scouser both go through on Gagley. Fake Scouser not overly pushing his teammate. Of course, plenty of room for your teammate. Not going to do anything silly. 2 laps to go. I wonder if Gagley's just holding back a little bit here. He could be to the point where he's just going to, at the start of the next lap, try and get it and get the position. We'll see what he's got left, shall we? Paddy again right on the back of this front 3. Josh managed to get himself back into DRS, which is massively important for him. I think that's going to keep him just about in 5th. We've got caution in sector 1. Looks like a Ferrari to me. Don't know which, but it looks like it's a Ferrari that's having a bit of a hard time there. And Pastuzo with 3 second penalty. We've started the last lap here. Let's see. Here comes Gagley then into 1st position. He's got 1 lap to hold this. And again, caution in sector 2 with the Ferrari. But let's see if Gagley can hold Tim off until the end of the race. That is the fastest sector 1. Looking really good. He saved a little bit here for the last lap. You see the front 2 really pushing now. That gap opening up to 3rd position. Giving Paddy a little bit of a chance actually. DRS here. I wonder if Tim's going to go for it here. Oh, he's gone a little bit wider. I don't think he's going to be close enough. And if Gagley can get within a second of the car in front and not overtake this last DRS zone, he's gonna have that DRS. Well, it looks like the Sauber moved out of the way. So here we go, round the final corner. And it looks like Gagley is going to take it. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Yes, Gagley from Tim. Fake Scouser from Paddy. Look at that. Less than a tenth in it. Josh takes it just about from King Panda there. Here comes Reese, who is sitting 7th at the minute. But he's going to probably lose a place to Fitz. Yep. Fishy Flopper going to take it 8th position. Reese down into 11th there. Here comes Pastuzo, who's going to lose some positions due to that. Yep, due to 6 seconds. So Ice One's finished 12th, Craig 13th, Pastuzo down into 14th. We've got the back markers to come now. They've done well, they've finished the race. Just two people not finishing, so well done to them. Everyone else, not to the ones that didn't finish. Sound like I was doing it in reverse there, but yeah. And here they come. Here comes Ace over the line. I think he'll probably lose a position there. Yep. So 18 finishers in that sprint race. Very well done. On quite a tight track with lots of overtaking opportunities. And we'll see the point of view of Taffy. But driver of the day for the sprint race was Paddy. He did have a very, very good race there. I think he started off in 8th position, up into 4th. And as you can see there, the results. Gagley takes it from Tim. Very close between the front 4. Josh and King Panda had a little battle at the end there. Nice to see King Panda repping with the Spanish flag. Fitz in 7th, Fishy Flopper in 8th. Really close at the front. We'll have to see how this full qualifying session, which is 18 minutes, it's actually a short qualifying session, but for us it's a full quali. We'll have to see how that gets on, and see if we see any difference in the qualifying standings. There we go then, qualifying underway. Looks a little bit overcast. I'm not sure if we'll see any wet weather. Could be for the race, we'll see. Everyone again just setting up their cars, ready to go. We've got McLaren out straight away. Let's see who that is. Not Josh, so it's going to be Craig, I think. Or is it? We'll see once they're out on track. Oh, it is Craig. There we go. Ride on board with Craig here. On this first out lap, you can see from the view of the pits it looked quite overcast, but from the point of view of Craig here, it looks okay. So we'll see over the course of qualifying. Of course, longer session, there'll be more time for more laps. If that's a big if. We've got the tyres to do it, of course. You see Craig in sector 1 on the first fast lap of the qualifying session. There's a chappy just starting his first lap. Shane out as well. Hopefully Reese doesn't leave it too late before he puts a lap in here, and he can just concentrate a little bit on getting the best time possible over multiple runs, rather than the pressure of having to do it, you know, just have that one lap at the end. It wouldn't be good. Let's see what Craig puts in to start us off. Saving a bit of ERS until the end, of course. Slight lift off. That's a 1:13.1. A decent enough starter, you know, gives yourself a chance. We get on board with Reese here on the mediums again, so this won't be his like fastest run, I don't imagine. Tim's in the pits still, Gagley's in the pits still, Paddy in the pits, Josh still, as Reese as oh, here's King Panda with a 1:12.7. Reese has managed to invalidate. Here's his fishy flopper. Not at all touching the curb on the outside. With a 1:12.8, we've got a 1:14.2 for Chappie and a 1:14.9 for Shane. Fixer's putting a 1:37. Let's go down to the Fake Scouser, shall we? Who had a very good sprint race. So hopefully can continue that into this qualifying. That would be very good for him. Don't know no big moves here yet. Fake Scouts with a 1:13.0, which will do for now, I guess. Tim's about to start his first pass of that. Let's see what he's got. The mediums on. Again, time management is a big thing here. I think what they're doing with the mediums right now is they'll put a fastest lap that they possibly can, but kind of safe, just to get a time, and then put on the softs towards the end. We're going to see we'll see where he ends up. Reese with a 1:21.5. I suspect that won't be his final qualifying time, to be honest. So there we go, here comes Tim. End of sector 2 with a 51.6, so that's a decent time. We'll see if he can break 1:13 and get into the 1:12 on medium tyres. That would be a big ask. If anyone can do it, it will be him. Not quite. A 1:13.2, which is good enough for 5th on the medium tyres as well. I think is he looking to go again? He might well be. Let's go to Gagley anyway and see what he's doing. We've got some people off the track there. There's Gagley anyway, in sector 1. Just started his first pass lap on the soft tyres. I think the team's going to do a couple of flying laps if he's got it. If he's got the fuel to do it, then obviously those mediums will go a little bit longer. It won't be as faster, but they'll go a bit longer, and then he can just pop out the old soft tyre at the end. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. As Paddy now has gone up to he's gone to second there with a 1:12.7. Very nice. Very close at the front there. Just 300ths between first and second right now. Gagley's looking to change all that and get provisional pole for himself. Let's see if Tim does put in a second fast lap. Doesn't look like it. Let's see then. Gagley is going to do a 1:11.9. That has blown everyone else's time out of the water there. And, oh, Welsh Benjamin, don't stay still for too long, mate, because you'll get disqualified from the session. Ace, currently facing the wrong way, unfortunately. Bucko's just moved up, I think. We've got Ice One on an outlap. We've not seen Ice One tonight. So, quite early on in his outlap, but we'll stick with him. Old teammate, Ice One. So we'll stick with him for his fast lap. Plenty of time in the session, just across the 10-minute mark. So yeah, but so far, Gagley absolutely dominating this qualifying session, and about 8/10, 7/8, as you see. Trying not to come to a full stop there. Ice One, just letting all the traffic through. Needs to make a bit of room for himself. On the soft tyres, had a good qualifying for the sprint. We'll have to see if he can replicate or better that. Josh now out on his outlap as well, just behind. Or was it just in front actually of Ice One here. So see his time. Also had a good sprint race. And just a little mistake there towards the end, but still a good finish. 5th position. Concentrating now on Ice One's first fast lap of the session. Got a Red Bull off the track, just going wide just to let traffic through, I would imagine, and that would make sense. So 51.9 through 2 sectors, pretty decent. Only one driver managed to go under a 1:12, and only 3 more drivers managed to go under a 1:13 so far. The track evolves and people start to really push it to the limit. I expect that to change. Josh now with a 1:12.4. That's good enough for second place right now, but still half a second down on Gagley. Ice One has done all right there with a 1:13.5. Got his first lap under the belt. Welsh Benjamin with a 1:13.4. I think that's about it. I don't think we've got anyone else on fast laps right now. Just a bit of a lull in the qualifying. That Shadow Perk has had enough of qualifying. He's like, yeah, I'm cool with that. I guess we just watch Josh back to the pits. Unless Chappie's on a fast lap, we can always have a look. Just started, so I would imagine so. I don't know. He's blasted his ERS. Yeah, it looks like he's on an in lap. Reese on an out lap. So have to keep an eye on Reese's time. We've got 1:21 so far. It's not a good time. Obviously, it's not indicative of his pace either. Of course, Ace as well with a 1:42.1 there. That's not indicative of what he can do. Just a poor first run, really. Oh, Reese struggling to keep it under control. He's a 51.6, which I believe is slower than Ice One through 2 sectors. On the track. He's going to put in a 1:13.0. Actually, very good third sector there, very smooth. Up into 7th position. Close to his teammate. We've got Taffy on a fast lap, but last I saw he was in the grass, I think. Yeah. So, Pastuzo on an out lap. What, about halfway around, and we've got Ace on an out lap, just starting his out lap. So we'll see what Pastuzo does here. Reese putting in a good lap, which I'm sure he'll be a bit calmer going into his final run now, and rightfully so. Pastuzo's doing here. They're both basically at a standstill. I mean, if you don't want to let each other through, I think they were both trying to be courteous there and had just both just slowed down. Okay. Pastuzo should have gone through. And then, seeing Ferrari coming into the pits here. Taffy, I think it was. Pastuzo starting the fast lap. 1:14.6 is his current time, so he's got that's the time to beat. There is a bit of a gap now between 16th, that's Taffy on a 1:13.7, and 17th. Pastuzo on a 1:14.6, so he's going to need about a second to move up at any places. Almost 2 seconds between 1st and 16th though. It's quite a spread out field, especially for such a quick lap. You don't expect that sort of gap. Yeah, 52.4. He's going to have a good sector 3 here. Up on his own time, that's the benchmark really, is to beat your own time. If you keep improving on your own time, you're moving in the right direction. In terms of improving as a driver, that's the big thing. He's going to put in a 1:14.2, so yeah, brought his time down quite a bit there. Not improved in terms of his overall position, but yeah, took about 4 tenths out. Here comes Shane, looking to keep it under control. Into sector 2, he's got a 150. He's got a 52.3. Dirty Taffy is out of the session. Decided he's had enough. King Panda's on an outlap right now. That'll be the first of the heavy hitters to go. We'll keep an eye out for that. Shane again, a 1:14.5. Managed to improve by over 4 tenths. Ace putting a 14.4 as well there. So very, very close. These 4 at the bottom here are having a really good battle. And I mean, that's what you want to see at the end of the day, whether you're up at the top of the grid or whether you're further down. I think the point is that you're having fun and you're in competitive battles with someone. Let's have a look. Where is... Yeah, King Panda's just about to start his lap, so apologies, Geothanos, but this could be a potential pole, so we do have to really get on with this one. Geothanos was also half a tenth down on his time through sector 1, so I think we're safe to go up to this guy. Yeah, King Panda. He joined us on commentary the other week at Afghanistan. Hasn't joined us since because thankfully he's not had any big smashes. And look at there, lap 1, that's Afghanistan. It looks very smooth, using all the track. Expect nobody will be using the mediums now. It's going to be soft tyres all the way. Tim yet to come out, then I'll leave it as late as possible. He's just about starting to make his way out of the pits here. This is the first time we're going to see. Is it going to be enough? It's going to be in the 12s. It's an improvement, but only 3rd position. If he's got the fuel, he's got time to get round again and do another fast lap. This is Gagli though, looking strong as always. Ooh, I say that, he had a little bit of a moment there, but kept it well under control. As you'd expect from someone of his quality. Bucco and Benjamin both had enough. 5 pace grid penalty for Pastuzo. A clash with Bucco, that could be one to watch for the steward's room afterwards. As I was reading that, I missed Gagli sector 2 time. Let's see. Not quite improving, but that's still, it's a 5 a 5/10 gap here that you've got. Paddy has just started a fast lap. Tim's on the fast lap too, so we'll keep an eye on Tim's time. A lot of movement here. Pastuzo disqualified from the second. They're going to be starting from the back of the grid. Not having a great time of it tonight. All the other drivers have got just to kind of ignore that and just try and concentrate and focus on their own race, which of course, or their own qualifying. So King Panda's finished, Craig is finished. So all the lap times coming in now. Fake Scouser actually is putting a 1:12.4, Fitz a 1:12.4. See what Paddy does. Paddy has managed a 1:12.4, but just quick enough for second position as it stands. There's Tim, he's coming round like a bat out of hell here. What's the time going to be? It's going to be a 1:12.42. That's 3 thousandths slower than Paddy. Josh with a 1:12.3. Excellent there from Josh. On the front row of the grid as it stands. Gagley's in the pits. Let's see if the Fake Scouser can do something here. Tim at best is going to be 5th. That's going to be difficult. I think we see a clear favourite here. No, Fake Scouser has decided that enough is enough. And it's time for a change. Owen Hart Easter egg for you there. Yeah, that's going to be qualifying over. Everyone's finished. So we'll stick on Josh. But yeah, it's going to be Gagley on pole position. Starting from pole position. Josh on the front row there. Another really good qualifying. He must love this track. Reese and Paddy will be on the second row. Tim on the third row of the grid with Fake Scouser, who gave him all sorts of problems in the sprint race. And it was a great battle to see too, so that's going to be good. We've got Fitz and King Panda, 7th and 8th. 5th row of the grid for Fishy Flopper and Craig. Ice One and Chappie, 11th and 12th. Then we've got Bucko, Welsh Benjamin, Shadow, Taffy, Ace, Shane and Gio Thanos. And unfortunately, right at the back there with a disqualification is going to be Pastuzo. Let's see if anything serious comes out of that. Not so much the parking on track thing, but I think more that there's a potential incident there we didn't see. With Bucko, I believe it was. So there's your qualifying. And look at that though, the top 8. Less than 6/10 between them, but from first to second it's almost 4 of those 6/10. Gagley looking very good. The likes of Paddy, Josh Gaming, Reese, Tim and Fake Scouser, Fitz and King Panda are going to have to really be on this so that Gagley doesn't pull away and make this a bit of a procession. So again, once again, looking okay, all right for the weather. That's always good to see. Just some messages in the chat. So we've got King Fine not happy with Tim there, his teammate in qualifying. Want to keep an eye out for. Bit of tension in the Red Bull garage. Bucko saying to Pastuzo, I mean this nicely, but you were an idiot. That's, I like that. And Shadow saying, I watched that whole thing and you are not at fault. So Fake Scouser says, F me, I'm slow. You're not that slow. You're in 6th position. Reese has... he doesn't seem that happy in the chat, but we'll see. We'll see. So let's have a quick look then at the tyres. Oh, we've got... Not often we get this, but we've got all three all three dry compounds used in Skrid. So we've got the front two on mediums, Reese on softs, and we've got Paddy and Tim on mediums. Then Fake Scouse starting on the hard tyres, Fitz on the mediums. Don't worry about the two-stop strategy. I don't see that being a thing. And King Panda on the hard tyres. Then we've got four there on softs. Bucko and Taffy on the soft tyres. Mediums, sorry, for those four in the middle. Shadow Perp on hard tyres, and Joe Thanos as well is on the hard tyre. Quite an interesting mix here, and that means there's probably going to be a lot of moves being made early on. I would say that the medium tyre is probably the way to go. It's probably the safe option. Soft, you might be taking a little bit of a risk. Not sure about hard tyres, just because I see potential for a safety car, and if there is a safety car, then it could be a problem. If you're starting on hard tyres, then you have to take the mediums a long way. Whereas if you start on any other compound, you can make those hard tyres last. Fishy Flopper overdoing it there on the start. That's not a full race disqualification for anyone interested in knowing. And Welsh Benjamin the same, it's just they'll start further back. Shane and Ace both as well. I'm just finishing lining up here. Bucko is rejoined, ready for the race. Here we go. And it's lights out, we're underway, and Gagley not had the greatest of starts here. Josh looking really quick. We'll see from behind. Look at that. They're going to be 2, 3, 4 wide in some places. Reese up into second, just having to move wide. He's going to have a go here. He's got a good line. He might be able to take Gagley. All happening in the middle. We'll sort that out when it happens. Josh back to third. Paddy right on him here. Reese takes the lead though early on. That's a fantastic start. I thought Gagley was a little bit slow off the mark. Tim 5th. Fake Scouser 6th. What you got? What's happened here? Down at the bottom. A lot going on. Paddy's just overtaken Tim there. Been overtaken by Tim there for 4th position, as you can see. Just behind, you've got Fake Scouser and Fitz side by side too. We've got yellow flags in sector 2. That's Giothanos. And hopefully not terminal damage there. No, I think he's okay. Everybody just lining up now, just taking a breath after that incredible start. Bucko has retired from session and left the session. Hopefully we don't see a safety car on lap 1. I think we're alright. Not even a VSC at this point. So it's very, very close at the front, and Gagley didn't get the best start there. Of course, Reese is on the soft tyres, but probably looking for an undercut, and then maybe on the hards for a long stint, Reese. We'll have to wait and see. With all the different compounds, I assume that raining is not going to play a part in this, which is good. Look at that. Look at all three of them. Tim's looking to make a move. He's not quite got enough. Well, there's a DRS train all the way down to 17th at the minute. So everyone's just going to be setting themselves up to try and make a pass. Gagley's in a good position on the mediums in second. First person on the track with DRS. As long as he can keep Tim behind him. Josh having a little look there just to see if there's a possibility of a pass. Oh, and Paddy with a bit of a slide. Managed to keep it under control though. As I did mention before the race, because of where the DRS, well, I think it was during the sprint qualifying, as Gagley looks to go through actually on Tim. Yep, Tim and Gagley have gone through on Reese. Apologies, yeah. Tim was looking to make a move there, but yeah, with where the DRS zone is, it gets difficult to gap somebody. You can see everybody now. Dirty Taffy's just dropped back. He's 1.4 behind Ice One. Oh, and maybe a little touch there between the two guys at the front. Gagley just sitting back. He's cool. Already 8 tenths though to Reese. He's going to get DRS and probably catch up a little bit. Oh, Paddy going quite wide. You see Paddy's maybe struggling to keep that car under control a little bit. That's RB. The old racing bull. And Craig and Shadow Purple a little further down, having a bit of a battle here. Let's have a look at these two. Yeah, right behind Taffy. Look, you see these four here. Taffy's going to be in all sorts of trouble, but go to the front. And Gagley's going to try and make a move on Tim. They've already got a 1.5 second lead over those behind. You see the three behind, actually. Paddy going through into third position. Reese down to fourth. Takes Scouser in fifth. Josh sixth. Fitz is not messing about. He's looking to make a move. Let's see from King Panda's point of view. He's got to be careful behind him as well. He's got 50 flopper right on him. Oh, that's Fitz. Just about keeping it under control. Also a lock up there. Not going to help the tyres. There's Craig moving down positions. 2 positions there. The double overtake on him. Yeah, these guys are looking to position themselves. Trying to make a run for a podium. Oh, and that's very wide there from King Panda. Giving Fishy Flopper an opportunity to really close the gap. Back up to the front then. Here we go. Here's Tim. Coming around the second to last corner. Lap 4, almost the start of lap 5. And that's 3 seconds for Shane. Josh Gaming and Reese. Oh, Reese is in the pits already. End of lap 5. That's very, very surprising. We just see Tim going through on Gagley there. Let's look further down. Not able to make the pass there, Josh. It's got damage there. No, yeah, he's okay. Let's go down to this battle again. This is a bit of a fascinating one, these guys. I'm enjoying it. So it's Craig and Welsh Benjamin. Taffy just behind. Actually ghosted at the minute, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. They've had a bit of a battle there. They've widened the gap slightly. This Fishy Flopper then running 8th position. Paddy's now managed to get within DRS of those in front, so that pulls all the top 9 back into DRS range again. Shadow Perp just overtaking Pastuzo for 10th position. Pastuzo had a good start there actually, from the back of the grid. I wonder what Reese is thinking right now, having chose those tyres, those soft tyres to start with. Let's have a look. He's put on, let's have a look, where is he? Mediums. Are you going to do a soft medium? Don't see the medium tyres lasting the whole race. So that will be, so this is definitely something to watch for. Nobody able to get close to Paddy for that 3rd position because he's within DRS. The gap after these front 2 is all quite even. And that's Shadow Perp out of the session, and that's at least a VSC. Checking the minimap here. See if a full safety car comes out. But Shadow Perp, as you can see there, on the start-finish straight. So VSC currently out. We don't see people speeding and knocking each other about under these conditions. Still only a VSC though, which means DRS will be enabled as soon as we get back racing. Very, very difficult here. You don't want to go too quick and get 10 seconds for speeding. Everybody's gone through. Still under VSC conditions. Gagley just dropped back a little bit now, closing the gap once again. Probably wants to get a good run on Tim when we start racing again. And here we go. We're back under racing conditions. Green flags. And there you go, Gasly did have a good run. He's going to look to take it around the outside into turn one. Tim just tucking in behind there. Paddy trying a big defensive manoeuvre there, but Fake Scouser gets through. So two of the front three cars there, Aston Martins, very good for them in terms of the constructors. And once again, the gap. As it's the top seven now, I've managed to pull away. Given the previous sessions tonight, it's very much who we'd expect here in the top seven. You see the top four though, they are stuck to each other like glue. Josh 8/10 behind, but that's close enough. He's gonna get DRS. That's all that matters. Sometimes it can be an advantage to be sat there just in DRS range. You can save your tyres a little bit, recharge your battery, make it go a little bit later on in the stint. On board now with Paddy. We're going to actually look to Fake Scouser and watch the two in front. Pick up behind, yeah. Paddy's not going to catch. Fake Scouser having a really good run here. He's on the hard tyres, remember. As Tim goes through on Gasly, I guess Fake Scouser's heart was in his mouth a little bit with the VSC. Didn't look a full safety car that early on in the race. He could do with one on about lap 18 or 19. Well, I'd say, no, about late 18 actually. Yeah, just before he picks in, so he makes some time back. He's going to go longer and he's going to get undercut. And then he'll be on the faster tyre towards the end. Here's Paddy again, close the gap, and Fitz needs to just get a move on a little bit here. As the top four start to break away from the rest, Fitz is going to be in trouble here if he doesn't get within DRS. He's got Josh and King Panda behind him, and they're both going to be ready to strike as soon as they can. So two distinct groups now forming as Reese gets a 3 second for multiple warnings, down in 14th position. I think that soft tyre, I think he will admit it was a mistake really in strategy. As Gasly goes through on Tim. Yeah, look at that, King Panda going up into 6th position. Fitz managed to hold them off though. Ice One currently in 8th. Josh in 7th. Just look now, 1.5 the gap now between 4th and 5th. There's King Panda and Josh, and of course Fitz himself won't be too pleased with that. They're going to want to close that gap as soon as possible. But these guys, this front four, look really strong. It's right on. Oh, we've got caution in sector 2. That's Gio Thanos, and that will bring out a full safety car. This is interesting now. There's going to be some strategical thinking going on. So Taffy's definitely going to come in, you would think. I think Taffy is in the pits right now. No, that's Ace. Taffy's going to be in. Off of those softs. It's a free stop for him at the right time. Are these medium runners going to come in? Yes, they are, by the looks of things. So obviously Fake Scouse has stayed out, and he's going to have to stay out on those hard tyres. Going to lose out. Imagine everyone else here that's coming in off of the mediums is going to go on to the hard tyres. Yeah, very much looks that way. Just check Paddy out. Yeah, going on the hard tyres. Fitz is on the hard tyres. Yeah, everybody with the same strategy. As you can see though, King Panda as well went through there. Welsh Benjamin decided he's going to stay out. Going to stay out on the mediums. So this is just spice things up a little bit here. As Reese has retired from the session in the pits. 10 seconds for Shane for speeding the pit lane. That's not good. You have to serve that at some other time as well. Won't be serving that under the safety car. So as we look, yeah, very interesting. We've got 3 of the front 5 on older tyres. Surprised Benjamin didn't come in. Maybe looking to take these mediums very long. That would be surprising. We'll have to wait and see. We're all getting lined up behind the safety car. Hopefully no silly business this week. We do have 10 car lengths, so there's no need to be up somebody's arse under the safety car. Let's put it that way. Let's just let me check something right now. There we go. Yeah. We're gonna have to see how these guys go on under the safety car. As I say, hopefully no incidents. Excuse me. I think we'll only. Oh, and Benjamin's decided now to come in. That's going to be quite costly. It's going to be moving all the way down. Should have probably came in earlier. Those hard tyres are going to be a little bit fresher though. Could make a difference. Just need everybody to get behind the safety car for it to come in, or at least most people. And Fake Scouse are currently leading the race from King Panda. Again, both on used hard tyres. The guys behind on fresh hard tyres. That was the risk. Starting on a hard compound, it is always a risk. But if it's an early-ish safety car, you're going to struggle. You're going to really struggle. Because now you've got to stay out on the old tyres, and then you're going to have to pit as well at some point. Whereas these that have already pitted in, they'll probably try and take these hogs the rest of the race. It's a long way, but I assume that's what they're going to try. Restart massively important here, especially given that the front two are on older tyres. That's going to be interesting off the restart. Getting another lap of safety car at least. Imagine the safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap. We're just a calm now before the storm, I guess, which it will be, I imagine. We'll see now if the safety car does come in this lap. I expect it to be. There we go. Kind of letting the safety car go. Restart. What am I on about? Fake Scouser is letting the safety car go. Restart, very important. There we go. He's gone very early. That is quite a good restart as well, to be fair. Ace at the back there. Not the greatest restart. Gaglia right up into second position straight away. Now, after the qualifying, is King Panda going to do the job for his teammate, or is he going to be a bit of tension? No, he's let Tim through. That's, you have to respect that, especially after a bit of an, as I say, an incident in qualifying. Don't think he'll give the he'll be. I don't think. Yeah, he's not going to be looking to let him through. And if he's faster, oh, and a touch between the Red Bull. Oh, big touches there from the two Red Bull drivers. Oh, there we go. What's happening here between these two? They're dropping back. I think King Panda just letting Tim know the two drivers in this team, mate. Fake Scouser has had a fantastic start though. Nice, awesome start. DRS to be enabled at the start of this upcoming lap, and there we go. DRS enabled. Not yet though. Tim will try and close the gap. Paddy's looking now to do something. Yeah, Tim's just cut that line off and managed to get through on his teammate, and Gagli's closed the gap now as well. Teammates, I think, yeah, Fake Scouts are doing a great job for the team there, not making things too difficult for Gagli. And he will receive DRS, of course. So beneficial to them both. Need to keep that gap over a second to Tim, if they can. Gagli looking very good right now. Now 1.1 is the gap. Don't think you'll see these two Aston Martin drivers racing particularly hard against each other. I think Red Bulls are normally a really good working together, but I think a little bit of tension tonight, as I mentioned, so spice things up for the rest of the evening and maybe the season. Big Scouser here is being pulled along a little bit by Gagli, but that's allowing the gap to increase, and Tim without DRS is having to defend really hard against King Panda and Paddy. So this is not ideal for Tim, although he has closed the gap here. He's really going for it. 1.1 down from 1.5. Paddy's looking to go all the way around, not able to overtake this fishy flopper, managing to get through on Fitz. They're having a great race with Ice One just behind those. Josh in a bit of no man's land here in 6th position, but I'm sure he'll be happy that, you know, he's there, he's competing, absolutely. Tim now has got the gap to less than a second, and he's managed to gap King Panda. Paddy had a little look there, but wasn't quite close enough. Josh will now hope to be able to close that gap now that King Panda is out of DRS. As we get on board with Tim, as I mentioned, and I always mention it, he is our current world champion. And let's see if he can show that. It's 3 seconds for Steve-O for multiple warnings, multiple start limit warnings. Fake Scouts are going to need to do the job for the team here, and if Tim starts getting close, he's got to just hold him back a little bit, let Gagli make a little gap. You have to see these two as favourites, Tim and Gagli, for this race. Fake Scouts have shown amazing pace all night, but I think the strategy's just messed him up a little bit, as it did with Reese at the start of the race. He does have a great start, and then having to pit in so early, it's totally messed his race up. Tim getting closer. And if he's going to have a real go here, he's going to have a lot of DRS for a long time. Fake Scouser's DRS might just about keep him in this. Paddy with the fast lap, by the way. I don't know, 1:15.2. Really quick. And not able to get close enough, you see. Gagli just pulling his teammate along just so that Tim can't gain any positions. We've got Chaffee and Pastuzo, two teammates here side by side. Caution in sector 3. I think that will be somebody retiring the pits. Looks like a Mercedes. I don't know if he's doing. Let's have a look. It's Ice One. Damage there. That was a long pit stop. That'll be a wing change, I believe. And let's just check onto fresh medium tyres. You could take those the rest of the race, that's for sure. Right, back up to the front then. And Fake Scouser again. Just holding off Tim, just enough. So that Gagli keeps the lead of the race. If he can, he needs to just make that gap over a second between Tim and himself. Not at the end of this DRS or something. No, he's going to defend really hard here. And Tim's going to have the run. He's going to try it. He's got through. Fake Scouser's going to have to take a pit stop at some point. So this isn't really his race. But obviously with the team, he's going to look to do all he can to keep Tim off of Gagli. But not looking great right now. Tim has really closed the gap. In second position, we'll have DRS on Gagli. That means that battle, as we saw in the sprint race, is going to be back on again. As we check the stops, just Fake Scouser and King Panda to make their stop. And they're both going to lose out quite a bit. And Craig gets 3 seconds for multiple track limit warnings. Still within DRS though. Fake Scouser. I don't know whether he'll want to pit in if those tyres are still going. He might go onto the softs at the end. And that's Tim putting in the fastest lap of the race with a 1:15.15. And now looking to make the pass when he can on Gagli. Paddy's dropped down to just 2 seconds from this front three. These are really pushing it, really put their foot down. But knowing that both King Panda and Fake Scouser have got to pit in yet, Paddy's looking quite comfortable for a third position. Should there be no further incidents. That's a Mercedes. I think that might be Ice One. Since he's had that damage, has to change his front wing. Not looked great. A little loss of concentration. He was battling up there in 8th position before the safety car. Back to the front three then, as Paddy has closed the gap slightly. That point is Fake Scouser going to pull the trigger on the pit stop. I have a feeling that he might try and go onto a soft tyre. He's probably going to pit in now and prove me wrong, but that's what I would think anyway. Paddy managing to just about gap Josh, not quite. Josh will have DRS. King Panda, apologies, will have DRS. Josh is a good 6 seconds behind, but in 6th position. Let's go down to Fishy Flopper. Actually, he's really close to Josh. This it's turned out to be a nice little battle here for 6th position. Probably end up being for 4th after the pit stops are done. These are very close. Tim's just took the lead of the race. Gagli, yeah, has dropped back down. Let's go back down to this this battle here though, just for a lap or so. Plenty of time to watch those front runners. Let's have a look at Josh and Fishy Flopper. I'm bored with Fishy Flopper then. Is he going to make a go of it here? There's not much of a DRS zone here, but I wouldn't advise making the pass here anyway. Soon he's going to get overtaken again on the main straight. Paddy now getting that gap less than a second. We'll have DRS. to be able to catch up to the front. Paddy again playing the long game. Gagley goes through on Tim. Fake Scouser looking to make a pass here. It's going to be close. And here comes Fishy Flopper. I don't think there's a lot that Josh can do here. So there you go. There you've seen the overtake into 6th position. Could end up being a battle for 4th, as I mentioned. So very important, the track position there. Let's go back up to the top then. As you see Paddy just in and out of DRS zone range. So he's got to be a little bit more consistent and stay within there, the range for the DRS zones, and he'll get right on the back of the front too. Because Fake Scouse, as I've mentioned, is still yet to pit. He'll lose quite a bit of time. Quite a short pit lane actually, Spain. It's not too bad. It's just a straight, no weird stuff going on. Although when you come into the pits, if you overdo it around the last corner, around the right hander, you can end up in a wall. So you got to be careful in that respect. See Fake Scouser staying out a little bit longer. I think the Gagley puts in a 1:14.8. That's a very good lap. Yeah, I think he's going to look at going for the soft tyres at the end. King Panda has pitted in. Had enough of those hard tyres. It's time to come onto a different compound, and he's going to go onto the mediums. And knowing that he's only got a third of the race to go, he can really push the mediums as much as possible. So yeah, maybe down to 10th right now, but expect him to be climbing through the field. Well, he has got quite a gap to Welsh Benjamin. We'll have to see how he gets on. We've got a Ferrari off the track, and back on the track now though. And caution in sectors 2 and 3. A few incidents as these hard tyres start to get a little bit more warm. They're not at the stage yet. I mean, Fake Scousers might be a bit dead. Yeah, he's going to come into the pits now. We're going to stay with him, and let's see what he puts in. Oh, and we've got... Oh, that's a full safety car. Interesting. Fake Scouser might have to do a little switcheroo here and change his mind. He's got basically a free pit stop here. Fitz is out of the session. He's putting the mediums on. Still in 4th position. And he's got fresh medium tyres. This is... he's well in with a big chance of winning this race now, Fake Scouser. All the other drivers on the hard tyres, they're either going to have to pit in, and he's going to be at the front of the pack, or they're going to stay out on the old hard tyres, and he's going to have a massive advantage. So we'll have to see about that. Just take a safety car, letting everyone through. Hopefully nobody puts it into the back of the safety car. That wouldn't be nice. I imagine, yeah, he's out of the way, so you can definitely see it coming. So I don't think there's really any excuse. Let's see what it looks like from a driver's point of view, from Josh. You can see. Not a great place to stop though, is it? On the inside of the turn like that. Oh well. Yeah, I wonder what these front guys are going to do now. I think they've got to pit in, haven't they? Surely. But that's going to give, as I say, massive advantage here to Fake Scouser. No, yeah. So Gagley's decided to come in. Tim stayed out. Paddy has stayed out too. Very surprised at that. I thought they were going to pit in and just put the fresh tyres on, take the position loss, but I think at worst Gagley is going to be 4th position here. So maybe even 3rd. I think Fake Scouse is going to, yeah, he's not going to make it. So Gagley with a free pit stop to put on what I assume is going to be fresh mediums. Yeah. These front two have made a little bit of an error in strategy here, both Tim and Paddy. Now if they pit in, they're going to lose a lot of positions, and if they don't, they're going to be susceptible to all these fresh runners here, fresh tyres behind them. very much an error in judgment there from both Red Bull teams. Christian Horner not quite on it today. I wonder. Or they may be waiting as long as possible. We're going to go onto a soft. Still going to lose so many positions. I don't see how it's beneficial. I think the medium tyres were the right call. Those Astons managing to come in and change their very, very worn hard tyres for mediums. Fresh mediums. Fake Scouser though. I thought that being on that hard tyre, normally it is the case, would be difficult with the early safety car. But literally the perfect time for a safety car for him. It was just about over the pit line, the pit entry line. So got the most out of it. I'm just a bit stunned that Tim and Paddy, two very experienced drivers, very knowledgeable, have decided to stay out here. Their hard tyres, 15 laps old, they're still all right. There's no comparison between that and the fresh mediums. I don't see how they're going to be able to hold these guys off. I think there's a number of cars behind them, not just Gaglia and Fake Scouser. I think King Panda, I think Fishy Flopper, Josh. I think they'll all be looking to take advantage here. It's going to take a big restart from Tim. He has got to really put the pressure on from the front. We get at least one more lap of the safety car then. I think it will be just this lap, and then coming in, and we'll see. Not so many penalties tonight, which is always good to see. Actually, we don't want to see. As I mentioned, it's medium to low difficulty in terms of track limits. Get the occasional one, but here it's a nice circuit. It's quite wide. You don't really have to worry about track limits too much. My issue has always been, as a racer, is when I get my second track limit warning, knowing it's my second one, it always makes me kind of lose focus a little bit, and I'm very likely, if I can last another lap or two not getting the third one, I'm alright, but normally within a lap I'll get that third one in 3 seconds as a time penalty. Very, very difficult for me and for others too, because you see it come up on your screen, that's your second warning, and you're like, ooh, one more mistake, and then that, because you're consciously thinking about it, causes you to make a mistake, and gives you that penalty. But we'll see how these restart then. It's going to be Tim leading us off, and Paddy just behind. We'll see what these guys can do. Is Tim going to go quite early? We'll try and slow the pack right down. Try and catch them out. It was a good restart from the last safety car, actually. I think it was Fake Scouser actually. Went early. And I think Tim has gone now. Yeah, he's gone early. Safety car is in. Green flags. So 1 lap without DRS, and then we're going straight in with DRS. Fake Scouser just caught out a little bit. I would assume that he didn't want to get too close and have any incidents with his teammate off the restart. He knows Gagli's fighting for the championship. And, Paddy now looking to make a pass here, and almost, but then Gagli's taking it round the outside. He's going to try and, yeah, he's going to try and make a double overtake here. He's not quite able to do it, but he's got through on Paddy, but he's kind of blocked off now. Paddy can't quite manage to get through. Loads of stuff happening here. Chappie already 1.6 behind Welsh Benjamin. I think these guys, once they get overtaken, they're gonna struggle. Paddy and Fake Scouser side by side. Paddy looking to take their position back from the. Oh, and we've got another safety car. Another safety car. What's happened there then? Everybody pits in for softs, of course, if they've got a fresh set, I believe. No, they're staying out. We've got King Panda's going to come in. I guess there's not that many people with fresh softs left. That's the only thing I could think of. Normally, when it's like this, it's going to be a sprint at the end. They do tend to change to a soft tyre. Very interesting. As you see, King Panda's put fresh mediums on. Pastuzo's put fresh softs on, looking for the fast lap. Could be done. Yeah. Tim managing to stay in front. I think this will be a quick safety car, to be honest. I really, really need the toilet, and I don't know if I'm going to have time. We'll see if it goes. If it goes another lap, the safety car, then I'll run for a quick commercial break. I'll call it. Probably could have gone in the time now, thinking about it. It's alright, I can last till the end of the race. I'm not incontinent, you know. I can hold my wee in for a few laps. Backing him up a little bit here. I think we're gonna, yeah, by the looks of things, we're going for one more lap. Yeah, so I'll just leave you with the coverage as you see someone near the back there. Oh, that was Ace. He's got no front wing. And we'll just go to a quick commercial break. Welcome back to our coverage. 3 seconds for Ace for multiple warnings under the safety car. Maybe pitted in, or he's still got the wing. No, he did pit in actually, got the new wing. Less and less time to go though, and safety car is still out. I assume it's going to. Yeah, there we go. Safety car in this lap. I didn't think it could go much longer. Still think the advantage lies with Gagley and Fake Scouser, Fishy Flopper, Josh, Welsh Benjamin and the likes. Just because of the freshness of the tyres, but we'll have to see. There we go then. The restart's a good restart actually by Tim. He's got away quite cleanly, but Fishy Flopper gets 3 seconds. That's going to be a very painful 3 seconds to take. This late on in the race, with it being this close too. Gagley managing to have a decent restart himself. And, yeah, all good, all clean from the restart. Just quickly have a look. 20 laps old now. Tim and Paddy's tyres. That's another 4 laps in them. Definitely not at peak performance right now. And those mediums are going to be very dangerous. Because he's the one just a little bit further back there on soft tyres. Interesting to see what happens to them over the course of the rest of the race. But it's kind of the set-up lap, and we'll see what Gagley can do. Fake Scouser looking to pile the pressure on here. Side by side with Paddy. Paddy, yep, nicely defended, leaving enough room. And again, it's nicely done by those two. Very clean racing. Love to see it. I like to see those close battles that are clean. Now, the Aston Martin's very much, surely now, favourites to take the 1-2 in this race, as DRS enabled. 3 laps to go. There's no DRS on this particular straight, because the zone starts before the start-finish line. Very important to note that. I think Gagley's just holding back, just positioning himself right now, ready for that pass. I imagine it's going to come at the end of this lap on the start-finish straight. He's going to have the grip and the fresh tyres. But, he is kind of holding up Fake Scout. Well, he's not purposely holding Fake Scouser up. It's like Tim struggling for pace here. And they need to get over and past him as soon as possible. Gagley looking to... Is he going to make the move right now? No, not quite. Josh and Fishy Flopper, easy for me to say. Going side by side. Whoa! And that's... you see Josh there into the wall, potentially. Down into 10th position. So it's a very, very unfortunate end to the race for him. Looks like he'll be able to finish. Here we go then. Here comes Paddy, Gagley, and Fake Scouser. Paddy looking as well, not quite close enough. These Aston Martins on this medium compound look very, very quick, and Tim's going to need a bit of an helping hand. I don't know where from. Gagley already trying to gap as much as he can. I think those Aston Martins just get their foot down and get moving as quickly as possible. Everyone else behind will struggle to keep up, especially if Tim's holding them up. Paddy getting really close though. Fishy Flopper here in 5th, really close. Welsh Benjamin. Paddy's in real trouble here. He could drop down to 6th position. He was on for a podium before this royal safety car section of the race, if you want to call it that. Yeah. Oh, this is a big gap now. Tim really struggling to keep up. Fishy Flopper of course for those 3 seconds. Gagley putting in the fastest lap of the race. Let's see then as Welsh Benjamin goes through on Fishy Flopper. Nice pass. And, and a big touch there. And from King Panda on Fishy Flopper. I don't think it was intentional. I wonder what went off there between Fishy Flopper and Welsh Benjamin, because Fishy Flopper is carrying damage right now. Something went off there. Tim has now been gapped. He's going to be under pressure. Welsh Benjamin really making a move on these soft tyres. Not new softs, so the performance will drop off. These front two means Aston Martins have played this perfectly. As we are on lap 33, so we'll see as Gasly looking to come round into sector 3. Not the easiest race of the season that he's going to have, but a very intelligently played race, I would say, by both Gasly and Feitzcar. So the Aston Martin's doing a really good job, and deserved first and second there. Tim manages to hold on to third, Paddy in fourth, Welsh Benjamin fifth, King Panda sixth, Chapo seventh. Pastuzo drops below Fishy Flopper. Ice One eighth. A good recovery there from Ice One. Ace with a 10-second time penalty at the end. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to make. Might drop him down one place, that's all. And unfortunately for Josh there, with just a couple of laps to go, that incident there, battling, I do think it looked to me just like a genuine racing incident. We'll have to see in the stewards room after the race what goes down. But what a great race that was, and a phenomenal effort by everyone, and strategically the Aston Martin team there, spot on. Sometimes you get it wrong, and you can say, yeah, team got third and Penny got fourth, but they got it slightly wrong, I think, by staying out. But definitely the Aston Martin's got it right tonight, and deserved double podium, first and second position. Great teamwork, and big points in their quest for the Constructors' title. Well done there, as you see Tim also on the podium, celebrating another podium position for Tim, so he's looking pretty good. But Gasly now, back-to-back wins, really putting the pressure on in the championship. That's what we want to see. There's the full standings. I'll just quickly run through them just in case anyone needs a screenshot. But yeah, what a race that was. And the double feature of sprint race and an actual 50% race. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Very nice. And look forward to next week. We've got Austria, and it's a reverse grid. I believe that's reverse championship order. So Tim, Gasly, they're all going to start at the back. We love a special event here at Nomex, and it really it mixes things up in the season, and that's going to be really good. And yeah, especially the reverse grid. We'll see what happens there. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, and of course, big thank you to Ace and all the Nomex team, the admins and the people that run the league, because they're the real MVPs for allowing me to do commentary. Of course, thank you to everyone who tunes in every week and watches this. It's a pleasure doing it for you. I hope you all have a great week, and as I say, Austria reverse grid next Sunday. The same time, same place. Have a great week, and I'll see you next time.